Those are what the leaves and reeds represent. Most of them are cleared out of the truck. The only ones remaining are the things that I still feel are matter of fact from the beginning. With your personality and everything like that, which is wonderful, in its own special way. And I think that the only links that remain is the whole school thing. Those are most of what remain in that trailer now. In that chuck truck is what I call it, named after the character that you played. It's a chuck truck. Eventually the three protectors would take it over. We are going to be protectors, kind of hinting at something. That will put lights in, and that will call it their own. And in Crystal Cove, in Saffron Falls, there weren't actual leaves in the truck. There probably would have been with the remember the one episode with the where they were the plants were growing back. There maybe would have been plants in the truck then. But so I'm talking figurative, and I'm talking metaphorically. So the whole thing that is focused on school, that is focused on that business and work is taking away from that wonderful connection that I have felt for so long through the pandemic that I crave. With the song The Perfect Day that I played, and I think that, which you already heard already. But yeah, so those are the only things that are remaining, but those are kind of stubborn. Those are what you call stubborn weeds. You can't, you try to pull them and you try to get rid of them, but you can't because they're so stuck. They're stuck. And what that represents is that you cannot get around that. You cannot get rid of that. I can't get rid of the fact that, I'm in school and I'd like to know you better and know you, spend more time, but then that school thing is a kind of, sits there and you can't get rid of that. You can't get rid of it. If you listen to the Perfect Day song, I want to change the lyrics of that song. Because the lyrics of that song, the main title of it, the main part of it, rather, goes, oh, such a perfect day, I got to spend it with you. Oh, such a perfect day, you just keep me hanging on. And relationships, I want to talk about this. Relationships are not going to be perfect. Things have give and take in them. Nobody is going to be perfect. There may be things that you might be looking at that person and we just are not the same. And, we have to kind of adjust to certain things of their personality and way about them. And that's, just try as I might, that's just my, my honest feelings is that, wonderful things to say about you. But, I kind of, I have a different personality, you have a different personality. And that's just, things are not going to be animatedly wonderful. No. The imperfections, the things that you find bad, what if you could make them positive things, good things? But I want to change the lyrics of that song. So you just keep me hanging on. Hold on to that. Get it, hang on, hold on to it. Because what I want to change that to in this case is wishing that I could have a perfect day where we could go kind of around and do things, and maybe, I don't know, go see a movie, go, you know, oh, I don't know, go to, Easter Lake and walk around, you know, such a perfect day, the animals at the zoo, and later a movie too, the picnic in the park, and then later when it gets dark, we go home, these things, but that's what I call a personal song. A personal song is a song that some of the lyrics, the kind of lyrics that are like the supporting details, the meat, the tomatoes, the cheese, you can change those lyrics around to meet you and match with you personally. And so that's what I find is that, no, I don't, drink sangria in the park. So no, those things might want to be changed, but that's really, the beauty of canvas-like songs. I call them canvas songs because they're kind of canvases that are there already, but then you can add things, you can paint things, kind of like a recipe that you can add things to, change it up. So yeah, so You Just Keep Me Hanging On is that, and I wanna stop. And I want to slow down and say this, is that I just, wish, that again I got to know you better, and just kind of, just like, especially in March, I was craving something profound, someone very, very nurturing, very steady, very, very loyal, very kind of, when I say lavish, I mean, kind of your, way, or any, Taurus and Cancerian, Piscean way, or Capricorn. I already have that, but I'm talking specifically about Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. Those three signs. You already know Taurus. But Cancer, as the mother, as the emotional, nurturing sign. Not saying that the others aren't emotional, because I entirely disbelieve that the signs that are not water, are not emotional. No, they are emotional in their own way, and express it in their own way. But so, the water signs are kind of known as the emotional ones. But the Pisces is very, very fluid. It's very dreamy and that kind of is very special, because of Pam Gregory, astrologer, and my grandma, because she reminds me of her, and I, when she came here to this dimension, I felt like I was, seeing another version, of my grandma, and I'm older, and I open up about these things, and just I felt like I was talking to my, a family member when I was talking to somebody else. Like, there's some people you can see yourself in, some people you can see other people in them, good or bad, making it good. In a positive sense, someone that you really, really know and love, and then another person that you are getting to know and that you know and love. That special connection where you're basically looking at that person and listening to that person, or listening to that person, and you're thinking that it's like I'm watching and listening to the same person, which is so incredibly special. And so that's what I kind of, wish. And also because of, English is I think the closest subject that I have to something so profound. And I just, I honestly do not feel like I just, because that I have Mr. Bethers. And, as nice and wonderful as he is, I don't think that he's the type of person that I particularly want at this time in my life. Someone who, you know, shows, somebody, like you versus him is who I wish that I would have as my teacher. And you can make your own conclusions about the personality and everything like that, and the personality difference as well. But anyway, I'm not gonna do that, But so, yeah, so now what I want to do, that took a lot. But I want to, what I want to do now is I want to play for you, and now I'm like really, really feeling in an expressing mood right now. But, and so what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to kind of pick around this a little bit. With, let's see. So, I'm just going to play for you a really, really beautiful singer who is a lot like Julie Eskenroll, who is the leader of the Invented. She's a lot like her. Her name is Norma Zimmer, and, they knew each other, and they hit off immediately. So, if you have not seen Lawrence Welk, Norma Zimmer is a very, very famous singer, and actually my favorite singer. She's known as the Champagne Lady of Lawrence Welk, and she just has the most beautiful voice. And the show is kind of a little bit dated, but I think that there is a lot of things to that to kind of hold on to and look back and to preserve. That's why I think that it's on every Saturday night. So, let me see here. I'm going to find something, okay. So, let's see. Moon River, that's a beautiful one. So I'm going to get the Bluetooth on. I'm going to get Bluetooth. And I want to turn on this song here. Hold on a moment. Okay. So, and actually what I want to do is I don't want to turn on the Bluetooth. I want to show you on the TV so that you can actually see it. Or see her, rather. Okay? So, get this on here. I'm gonna wait a little bit for this to come on. Yep. So let's see. And I might have to get audio in, so, no, hold on. Turn that on. And then get audio. This is Norma Zimmer.
Back to our Grammy Award show with two all-time winners. The song Moon River and the singer, our very lovely Champagne Lady, Norma Zimmer.
The reason why I'm playing this is going down the expressiveness. She's very pretty. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm sure that you can agree that was really pretty. Moon River. It's kind of like Oh Shenandoah. I'm sure that you've heard that song, Oh Shenandoah. And speaking of Oh Shenandoah, and also songs um, like the Sea song, I think it is, and all, like, oh my goodness me, that is the next big thing that we're gonna get to. I think that when we enter Gemini season, a lot of the songs that I sang for my rehearsals, lessons with Mrs. Clutter, you're going to be singing to. And one of them does include Oh Shenandoah. So that's a very, very popular song that's kind of similar to that. And on a completely other note, I'm going to say this before I forget, is that there's a cooking show called Farmhouse Rules, and Nancy Fuller. It's like on the Food Network. Yeah. And she has some, really good recipes, and a lot of them are rich recipes, but I would really, really recommend, I think that you're gonna, maybe find a lot of good recipes and enjoy that show. So now, I'm just gonna do Uno Mas, one more because, so, let me see here. Yeah, these are songs that you find Julie Eskimo singing. Well, and I think that, this is a huge one. Oh, that's another, you know what? Well, look at that. Okay. Now, I don't want to go kind of off to a glyph here, and when I say off to a glyph, I mean exudes. I mean exaggerate. I didn't want to exaggerate the feelings there. And when I use the word beloved, I don't mean that exactly. I mean kind of the illusion of something that way. But so anyway, this song is called, I'm not going to even say it. Just I think that, just listen to it, and I think that it's going to get it across through this song here. As an expressor, and vice versa. Expressor. Oh, come on. Okay, okay. Here we go.
Our lovely champagne lady, Norma Seal, sings one of his beautiful songs.
That's where I got my horns from. Because I watched that in Hornswoggle.
There were bells on the hills, but I never heard them ring. No, I never heard them at home. There was you.
And this is just something that I'm playing because it's pretty.
There were birds flying, but I never saw them wing. No, I never saw them at all till there was you.
Yeah,
And there was you.
No. Definitely not. Oh yes, that's that. And then I want to do one thing here. Let's see. Una mas. Just, I believe that is going to be, yeah. Now, Alice Waters. I want to say that it's an expressor more than an expressor. So, let me see here. Yeah. So I don't think that that's necessarily necessary. Yeah, I think that that's all that I want to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. So, whoopsie daisies. I forgot to disconnect it. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this is still going. Yes. Okay, so I'm just holding it up because I'm just holding him up because I like stuffed animals. That's one of my quirks as I sleep with stuffed animals. It's cute. A little pudge pot. Yeah, that's sweet. Okay. Okay. Now. So, it's basically all that I have. However, okay. Yeah, so essentially, I began summer 2019. I remember going with my mom and getting to meet you, and at that time you had a mustache. And the thing is, that was when I fell into a funk. Had I known my moon was in Taurus, it probably would have made a difference. I was just the end of the summer, like mid-August of like the middle late August 2019 was tough because that's when I was going through. So I would say from the 15th all the way until the 24th, I had a funk. And that's another thing, is just with this whole situation, the thing that I feel like I want and that I need is somebody who is like you, somebody, either Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, just somebody, like you. And I think that as I said, the leaves that remain in that truck is having to do with the importance of this side of the spectrum. The importance of, you have to get the grades in, you have to get this done. I feel like that is taking away from the actual, relationship of many, many other types of things that we would have besides school. Well, maybe having to deal with it, but that's just my personal feelings. I honestly feel a little bit conflicted, like you're kind of in between over here and over there. Over here you have, the serious teacher who means business, pushes, like get the, you want results, you need to put the work in, all those types of things like that. Move over to this side of the spectrum, the second father. The friend who has a person's back. What if you can marry the two together, which is already happening, but I just don't feel like that's enough. I just want more. Well, I don't want to say that, but that's kind of what kind of yearning. So getting to know you better and all those wonderful things, and I think that with the vaccines coming out, and I think that with everything, the world is gonna get back to normal. The word impine means that has nothing to do with it, and I don't want to worry about it. And to add to that, I don't want that interfering. I don't want that to be the sole focus of the relationship. Because it's just, I want something a little bit more profound, a little bit deeper than that kind of a thing. And I don't mean deep like as in deep, but I think that you can understand what I'm talking about. So I say this with all the best in pine. So that'll happen. Things will get done, but there is a time and a place. This is not the time and place. Okay, so now, what I want you all to do is I have a surprise for you out in the backyard. Okay. I have a surprise for you out in the backyard that I'm not going to tell you about what it is yet. But you're going to see it when you go into the backyard. And then after a while, you're going to have the opportunity to spend some quality time getting to know you. And then, so what's going to actually happen is, here's the plan. We are going to go over and do that video real quickly with all the, things necessary. And then we're going to do all the, like the talking, and I'll be, maybe I'll be in the studio doing something, I don't know. We'll come back and then you'll spend some quality time with everyone. And then we'll just continue on with the day. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, now, all of you, it awaits. The surprise awaits. All of you can come outside. Oh wait, actually, here's what's gonna happen. No. That may have worked when I was little, but no. I'm gonna stop the camera so that you can all go outside. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, you can all go. Okay, so now, ready to, go over there. I'm kind of a little bit different because, I'm kind of the same person, but kind of another person since, I'm running this event in. So, So I just do not want you, I don't want you to bring up the whole, school thing with the assignments. The whole thing about that is just going to kind of get in there and interfere and defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to build and what you're trying to build. because I was talking about, the illusion that you might be a friend, and,